So this tank went over through a little bit of a change. We had to take out a whole bunch of plants and stuff again to get the swordtails out of this tank. Kept the mollies, and I kept all these guys. The Cory catfish. And this tank, the plants keep overgrowing it, and it's got no fertilizer in it. It's got just shop lights. So you don't need really expensive lights and a really expensive setup for plants to do well. I don't even have fertilized gravel or anything. It's just standard gravel. The plants will probably slow down a bit because we took a ton of fish out of here. So there is less bio load, but we also took out a lot of plants. And in my filter, I have both those. It's growing really nice. And I have two shop lights on here, but only one of them is turned on. If I turn on both, it is nice and bright, but I start growing the algae really fast. You can see some of the baby mollies. Mollies do breed quite quickly, but not as fast as swordtails, it seems. And the mollies are easier to catch. They're not as fast as the swordtails. This is 75 gallons. That's a filter sponge going to the filter up top. That's a Aqua Clear 110. Top of the tank's a bit dirty. And that one filter you see turning over there, that's K1 media, and it just tumbles on itself. That was a dollar store container. I ran the sponges on the intake because it stops it from sucking up any of the really small babies, and it also stops debris and stuff going into the main filter. Some of them are playing in the bubbles. So that's that tank. I'm going to switch over to the 120. Here's the 120. That pot there was in this corner, but I'm guessing the big pleco sent it flying. I got baby plecos in here. Not sure if they're the white bristlenose yet, or I think there's a mix. So I got 2 white bristlenosed plecos in this tank. I got a big common pleco. He's about 16 inches. Of clown loaches. They always hide in that corner. And I got a common bristle-nosed pleco in here and a rubber lip pleco. So I'm not 100% sure what these babies are. But they're growing quite quickly, so that's promising. I do run my tanks on the warmer side. They're 80 degrees. The clown loaches like the heat. I also have shrimp in here. Just cherry shrimp. And I just moved a whole bunch of stuff around this tank too, so it's a bit of a mess at the moment. And that plaque was sends things flying around the tank quite nicely. He's the boss of the tank. This tank, I have another one of those filters that I built. And it's got 2 heaters in it. It's got 2 Coral Life T5 high output lights. And then I got 2 Aqua Clear 110s. Again, I run the sponges on the intakes. I just take a 70 or Aqua Clear 70 sponge, and I just carve out the middle and stick it on the end of the pipe. Really cheap, really simple. It works really well though. And then I don't have to clean up the main part of the filter as often, and it saves the impeller. It doesn't have gravel and stuff getting to the impeller. Try to get this tank in one full view. This is a 120, it's 6 feet long. This rock is plastic. This is all real wood though. You can see not too much algae grows on the wood. The blackos do scrape it quite often with their mouse. You can see there's lots of shrimp in this tank. So yeah, that's an update on the tanks as they sit so far. The lid of this tank I also made myself. It's double-walled polycarbonate. It's the same thing they use for greenhouses. It's nice and sturdy. So yeah, that's it. Until next time.